Hi, Alex from Modern Ukraine Dating, and today I will explain you why I opened a new playlist on the YouTube channel. The fact is, of course, a follower asked me, may you tell us more about restaurants? Because of course, when you are traveling in a foreign country in former Soviet Union, one of the biggest problems, and I have also this problem for now 12 years, is where to go. You get out from your hotel or from your apartment and you think, okay, but now what I will do? Okay, it's not so boring if you are alone, but as soon as you start to date a woman, it could be a problem. And if you contact a woman on Tinder, Badoo, just an example, and you say, oh, I like your profile, we can meet, and she will think, okay, we can meet, but to do what? What is his proposition? And you don't have a damned proposition. And that is a big mess because culturally, in the Eastern Europe, the center of gravity of those women are more, you are the one to propose because you are the man. Okay, it depends on personality, of course, every time. Just an example, I had a girlfriend in Kiev and she was very pro-European or pro-American in the sense that she was also proposing a lot and we were sharing 50% of the initiative. But the last woman with whom I spent 2 weeks, I was proposing everything every time, even when it was about a work. Her behavior was simply to say, if she was disliking my proposition, I'm busy, I do something else. You understand what I mean? I wrote also because we are men, so there are maybe some interesting things that you can do by yourself because you will have some spare time. And for example, like military stuff, because usually men, we are interested in such things. And surprisingly, maybe some women could also be interested. The advantage to have some places where you can go, because the purpose of this playlist is to deliver you such spots. It's not only about restaurants. Restaurants are very important because if you are dating a woman in Ukraine today, there are a lot of scams about restaurants. So they will bring you an inexpensive restaurant and the girl who will work solely or who is an agency, they will get some kickback from those expensive bills. I did a video, Tinder scam restaurant. I will put the link below in the commentary so you can watch this video. But the purpose is to give you also some other places, nice park, nightlife, cultural life, many places I have been, and you can propose this and you could be surprised because some girls don't usually go to those places. For example, if you invite a woman to the opera, maybe she usually don't go there because it's far too expensive and so on. Something very important about the places I give you, especially the restaurant, I don't get any advantage, any discount, any kickback from those places. This is not my policy. I pay all from my own pocket. Now, what happened is don't come to the channel to say, oh, the restaurant was very bad, because you need to understand that I cannot go to all those places every week, every month to just check out if the place is still good to go. So please understand this. Now about the restaurant I give you, of course, you could be overcharged. Overcharged is not the same like the scams. Of course, in the scams, they highly and insanely overcharge you. What I mean is every time you need to check your bill, and it could happen that some dishonest employee, generally it will be the cashier, will try to charge you because you are a foreigner. It could happen. But the place I went didn't. And in 12 years, it happened to me one time for sure, maybe twice, maybe three maximum, I would say. This is maximum. Check your bill every time. The purpose of those videos is also to give you a maximum of detail about the address, about showing the location on the map, because practically when you will be on the field, what you want is to know in this area what is available as place to go. Each time I will show you on the map where it is and also the address. It's very important because if you use a taxi, you want to put this address on Uber, for example, and so you are free to go and you just wait the taxi and you reach the point. That's, of course, easier for you. Most of the time, I will give you mid-range prices restaurant. So what is a mid-range prices restaurant in Ukraine? It's a restaurant, I would say, around $20–25 per person. And you will find tons of good restaurants in Ukraine for these prices. Maybe you will pay a bill of $60, $70, $80, and now you are in a range where you have a lot of good restaurants with a good decor, good style, and so on. You will find a lot of those restaurants, without a doubt. After, I will rarely show you the upper range prices when we reach something like $100 per person, because you, in my opinion, you start to take risk in your dating by bringing women in such restaurants. And if they push you to go there, maybe it's more questionable about the girl than about the restaurant that I propose. Just you have to think about this. If you are pushed to go to some restaurant more than $100 per bill with a woman, maybe you should ask yourself some question about the girl rather than her dislike about the mid-range prices restaurant I'm gonna to put on the video. If you want to be informed about any new incoming video, just subscribe on the channel.